welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. Today's pick a card is going to be what's the brew on you. I've done what's the tea on your enemy, but this time I want to see what is the brew on you. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the piles. We're going to have 4 piles to choose from. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. So for pile 1, we have this deck here. It's simply Spooky Tarot, and with this crystal here. Okay, pile 1. Ooh. Pile 2, we have this deck here with this stone. Pile 2. Okay. Pile 3, we have this deck here with this stone. Pile 3. And pile 4, we have this deck here with this selenite. Okay. So go ahead, take a look at the piles. If you feel called to pick more than one pile, go right ahead. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Bye. Hi, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 1, it's simply Spooky Tarot with this stone here. I always like to associate the piles with an element, and so for this pile, I've associated it with air. So you could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look and see what is the brew on you, pile 1. Let's take a look and see what is the brew on you. I feel like with you, the talk mainly is mostly like love related. Like maybe people talk about your love life or your home life is what I'm getting to. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups, Pisces energy. We have the 8 of Cups. Wow, 7 and 8. Okay. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, water element. So yeah, so they are talking about your decisions, and maybe you are at a crossroads right now where you're about to walk away from this like love situation or some type of emotional connection. She has the lights here too. She's like walking into the darkness with the light. So people seem like they're talking about you like you're thinking of leaving something or someone, because like I said, I feel with you it's more like love related. So maybe they're saying that you've been thinking of walking away from your partner or leaving your home or something like that. We have the 9 of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, so it's like the struggle. It's like you don't want to do it anymore. You're like, this is too much. I don't want to do it anymore. So they are saying that you might be having a difficult time at home or with your partner or whatever this is, that you're just having a difficult time with it, and you're like, I can't see myself continuing this. Like I can't keep going in the same situation anymore. So it's like you're moving away from it. And it could be in any situation, right? But like I said, with me, I'm feeling like it's predominantly like love situation, like romantic, home life, that type of thing. 7 of Cups here with Pisces. It's like maybe you're looking, they're saying maybe you're looking at different options, like maybe where to move, or maybe finding another partner, or you might be, with 2 partners or something like that. So, ooh. Okay. This card's in the reverse. Okay, we have death here, Scorpio energy, water element, so some type of transformation. Yes, they are talking about some type of change. The tower in the reverse, and look at this, it's a house. It's a big giant haunted house, and it's in the reverse. So they are saying something's already happened here. Definitely with death being next to the tower. Okay, something has come to an end here, and you're just maybe looking at how to go about it, on how to continue this, because you don't see yourself maybe going back to this person or getting back into this situation or moving back in with this person. Like you're like, I don't see it. Like I just don't see it anymore. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands moving forward with the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, so they're saying that you're looking, to finding something new, whether it's a new job, okay, a new home, but it's like you're just wanting to move towards something new. We have the Empress here. Okay, so, mother energy, right? She is with a little girl here, and she does seem to be pregnant. So maybe you and your child or your children are moving. Maybe you're leaving again. Like I said, you're leaving this relationship or this home life, whatever the situation is. It's like you're trying to make something better. Here with the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you're working on it to go towards something better because you don't see yourself going back into the situation or continuing the situation anymore. Okay, let me get two more. Ooh, okay, there they are. Two more. The Chariot in the reverse. Yeah, you're not going back. It's been very difficult, very bumpy road. It could also have to do with a job too. A job that isn't paying enough, or they've cut your hours, or something like that. You're like, I'm looking for something better. I'm working here with the Eight of Pentacles. You're working towards a new beginning. And then we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so yeah, you definitely had a falling out here. You definitely had a falling out. Um, in whatever way this was. Something's come to an end here for you with the Tower and the Queen of Swords, and both in the reverse. Yeah, there's an ending here. This could even be somebody like judging your parenting skills. If you have children, it's like somebody talking about your parenting skills or how you discipline or things like that. And you're just like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to live here anymore. I'm not going to work here anymore. It's like there's too much judgment here. You're definitely moving forward. I also feel like people are saying that it doesn't seem like you'll be alone a long time. You know what I mean? It almost seems like they're saying, "Oh, well, you're attractive, and you're going to like find somebody else." This is what I'm also getting here. Like they're saying you'll have like another partner in no time, basically, is what I'm getting here. Hmm. Yeah, but you're not going back to this. There's a change here. There's like a new chapter here for you. You're starting new. It's like starting from scratch. Okay, let me get you some cards and see what else. What else is the brew on you, pile one? What else are people saying about you? Okay, pile one. Okay. Oh my gosh. Walking away. Look at that. Okay, but this was the first one that came out. Card 100, failed chances. It says trying harmony and flow. Okay, well, it just talks about like the placement of the planets. But anyways, it's failed chances. Okay, complacency or lack of motivation. Things coming easily to entitlement or laziness, misses out on important learning experiences, or fails to reach full potential. Reluctant to step out of comfort zone multiple times during life. So maybe people are saying this has been something recurring for you, either with this same person or with like multiple people, where it's like the same situation, right? It might be a different person, but it's like the same experience. So it's like people are saying, "Oh, here we go, pile one again, like breaking up." And now they're gonna again, because I do feel like they're saying you're not gonna stay single for long, or you're not, you know what I mean? It's almost like, oh, pile one will find somebody else, and then it's just they'll go back into it again. So I do feel like people are saying like it says failed chances, so it's almost like people are saying like you keep getting opportunities to make the wrong things right, and then you still go back into the wrong things. Here with the Knight of Wands here, I feel like this is like bad boy energy, almost like a motorcycle type, um person. So I feel like whether you're masculine or feminine, but people kind of say you tend to go for that type of people that have like that bad boy bad girl type of look and vibe to them, and then it's not what you think it is. It's not, it doesn't turn out to be something good. It ends up being something that's failed here. Okay, then we have 18 breaking down to a 9. 9, the number of completion. And again, card 100 here also breaks down to the number 1. So it's like you're starting new. It's the card walking away. It says Aries, March 26th, March 30th. Okay, so maybe those dates have a significance for you. It says prioritizes well being, steps back to avoid unnecessary conflicts, focused, self love, ends things that no longer serve you, saying F you and not caring what others think or say. Free spirit. Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the air element, right? Air element don't give up. They just gonna do and say what they want. And so I do feel like that is your energy. You're not gonna care that they're gonna like judge you. You're not like the type to be like, oh my gosh, I can't leave this miserable situation, relationship, job, because then people are gonna judge me, so I'll just be here stuck. Like, that's not your energy. Definitely if it's air, right? If you're definitely an air sign, even if you're not, but your energy is very much like, I'm just gonna go. Like, I'm not gonna be here miserable just because what will people say, what will the neighbors think. It's like that is not your energy, so you are not putting up with that. Okay, let's get you 2 of these cards here. Okay, let's get you 2 cards, please. Pile 1. What is the brew on you, pile 1? Okay, we have the Tasmanian Devil. Okay, fire element 75. It says, don't hesitate or procrastinate to change these obstacles. Don't sabotage yourself if you know you need to change now. So if there's something that needs to change, definitely take the action. Don't procrastinate it, get it done. And I do feel like this is something people are saying. And again, here with the Tasmanian Devil, it's fire element. It reminds me of the Knight of Wands, that Tasmanian Devil from the cartoons, where he like spins himself into like a tornado and causes destruction. So I do again feel like this is the type of energy that the vibe of like the people say, like the partners you pick, they just kind of put you in that spin, right? And then it's like, oh my gosh. Okay, what else do we have here? We have 17 breaking down to an 8 with crocodile. Okay, we have earth element. It says this person better get out of here with that Amber Heard fake crying bull. They stabbed you in the back. So here with the crocodile, it's like people are saying that you probably have had somebody like crying crocodile tears to you, saying, okay, well, I'm sorry, or it won't happen again. So they could be saying that like maybe you were cheated on or something like that, and you're just like, you're not hearing it, you're not having it because you're moving on. Earth element here. Yeah, you're starting new. You're starting new is what they're saying. Okay, let me get you. Ooh, let me get you 2 of these cards here. I also feel like people are saying with the crocodile here, I'm also like feeling people are saying like you develop thick skin after all these situations, after all these experiences. People are saying that you develop like a thick skin, You're not somebody that like allows yourself to break anymore, or not the way it was maybe at one time, right? You just don't take it anymore. We have 29, okay, with backpack. Are you carrying the past with you? Look at that. So again, I feel like people are saying you just keep repeating those same cycles and you haven't changed. You're carrying them with you. So people are saying you're still in those same situations because you keep repeating them. You carry that backpack with you like the turtle, right? The turtle has this house with him, right? And that's all his baggage, though, that from his experiences. So it's like people are saying you have all your baggage with you too from your experiences, and you keep going back into the same thing. 29 breaks down to an 11, breaks down to a 2, which is the number of partnerships. And to me, 2 is always a Libra energy, which is an air sign. So you might be dealing with a Libra, or be a Libra, or have that somewhere in your chart. Oh, I got 3. Okay. We have the number 2. Speaking of the number 2, we have clouds. Are you going through something confusing and uncertain? Okay. And then we have 73, breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1. Cemetery. A wedding is taking place. Is it yours? So we have you walking away. We have the clouds with uncertainty. People are saying like you're confused. You just don't know what to do. Again, it's like they're saying maybe you're at a crossroads where they're hearing about you being ready to walk away, or you did walk away, but maybe somebody's trying to reel you to come back in, to go back into that cycle again. And then here with the cemetery, it's like a wedding is taking place. Is it yours? Because maybe this person's trying to reel you in, say we'll get married, or we'll do things right, or I'll treat you right, or whatever it is. But they're saying it's almost like, you're kind of being reeled back in to these failed chances here, to these experiences that you haven't learned from, and instead you just need to walk away. Okay, let me get from this. This is What else do we have for pile 1? What is the brew on you? Pile 1, what is the brew on you? We had a heart on the bottom. It was a heart with wings, so like flying away. So again, it's like people saying you're leaving. You're leaving your situation. And we have the card 34 breaking down to a 7 with nudity. Look at that. Okay. On the back it says, are you alone or accompanied in your dream? While you are nude, is there a doctor present? These are dream cards. Are you trying to hide your nakedness? So it's like, are you trying to hide your vulnerability? So that's what people are probably also talking about. 34 breaking down to a 7. Your first card was 7. It was the 7 of cups here, and this is the card of choices, but it's also like illusions, like unrealistic things. Okay, so I feel like people are saying you're acting like kind of unrealistic, you're covering your emotions, your feelings. And she's like looking over at this like pond, fountain, whatever this is. She's looking at it, and she's showing her back. So I do also feel like people are saying you've given your back to this situation. This is also a card of like the back of her back. So it's like you've given your back to the situation or to this person, and you've walked away. You decided to move on, but it's almost like you're hiding, you're masking those feelings. Again, I feel like people are saying you put on kind of like this tough exterior where you're not going to like break down and cry. You're not going to show them that. You're not about to show people that you a weak ass bitch. I'm just kidding. But you're definitely not going to be one to be, boo hoo, woe is me type of energy. And I honestly almost get the feeling that they would like that. They would like that because it would give them a little more like juiciness and a little more drama and a little more to talk about. Honestly, is what I'm feeling here, and you're not giving them that. So I feel like they would like to talk about that, but it's like you're not giving them much to work with. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Okay, and we have the planets and stars. 14 breaking down to a 5. Changes, choices, and challenges. Okay, so we have the planets and stars. Are you on the planet or looking up at it from Earth? Is it a dream planet, or is it a planet in the solar system? Are you accompanied or are you alone? So again, I feel like this is asking like, what is it that you really want in your reality? And how it says, are you accompanied or are you alone? How do you see yourself in your reality? How do you see yourself on this planet, on this earth? Do you see yourself accompanied or do you see yourself alone, right? But again, I do feel like, and this kind of looks like Saturn, even though it has like all these rainbow colors here. I feel like there's, and it has the ring. So I feel like people are saying you're definitely somebody that is probably going to get that ring or get partnered up or get reeled back in with this person again, because it seems like they're saying you're kind of like confused here with the clouds and don't know what to do. We do have these 2s, right? And then 14 breaking down to that 5, changes, choices, and challenges. So they're saying that you're probably like in this challenging time of trying to figure out where home is for you, where home is. And home is where the heart is, right? Like the movie. So yeah, so they're saying you're trying to figure out where home is for you. Anything else? Let me get one of these. Let me open these up. Let me get one of these Loteria cards, okay? I kind of wrote on them. These are the Loteria playing cards for the game. But I like using them as oracles. Let me get two. Oh, we have the violin, 18 breaking down to a 9, 9 the number of completion with sadness. There's a sadness here, but again, I feel like people are saying you're being tough, you're not showing like your vulnerability to them. But there's definitely a sadness that people are probably saying that they feel from you, but you're just not showing it. And we have 38 here with the Apache ancestors. Oh, so you definitely have ancestors guiding you, protecting you, because he's like a warrior, right? So you definitely do have that warrior energy. This is something people are probably also saying about you, that you have a very like tough warrior energy. Like, I will survive. I'm move on. I got this, you know? Let me get one more. Ooh. Oh gosh. Okay. It was the sun and the palm tree, relaxation. But let me get one more since those kind of fell all over the place. Let me just get one more. And we have the drum. It says joining of, forces with somebody, an ally. So again, connecting with somebody, being an ally with somebody. So I do again feel like they are saying, you're tough and you're going to move on. We have 38 and 29. Okay, so they're saying you are tough and you're going to move on, but they also feel some type of sadness from you that you are refusing to show, you know. Okay, well, that's all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 2, this deck here with this black stone, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with earth. So you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? Here with the black stone and the black cards, I feel like people are probably saying that you need protection, or that you've like been protecting yourself or protecting your energy. Okay, let's see. I also feel like people are saying that you've probably had like a lot of negative situations, a lot of negative attacks. Like you've been through a lot of things in your life. Also feel like maybe you've had a loss at a young age, and they're saying like it affected you on how you are. It like changed something in you, because you were young at the time. Or they're saying like, oh, my nose is itchy now. Or they're saying you've had like experiences at a young age that you shouldn't have gone through, something like that. But I feel like something here with like protection, especially with the cards being black and having the masks, these theater masks here. It's like almost like people say like you wear a mask to protect yourself. You wear a mask, to be a fake, or you just protect yourself. But let's see. These are my friend Raya's cards. This is like the one and only tarot deck she's created, because you see, if you check out her shop, she has tons of oracle decks that she's created, but this is the only tarot deck that she ever created. It's retired already. She already retired it, but it's all like of plays that she's gone to. So these are all plays. So it's called tarot bill. Like your play bill that you get when you go. Watch a play. So these are all plays. So maybe you like plays, you like watching plays, maybe you've even participated in plays. Um, Maybe the theater, right? Maybe you like the theater, or you've again been in the theater. Okay, let's see what people are saying about you. I'm also getting like with this deck, I'm also kind of getting like Gemini energy, Gemini and Leo. People probably saying that you like attention, you like to be at the forefront, you don't like to be behind the curtain, you like to be in front of it, and you like to perform. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups here, second class angel. It's a wonderful life. Okay, pitfalls of commercial, I can't say that word. A sense of community, disappointments, pitfalls of greed, contemplating, withdrawn, reevaluation, and meditation. Okay, so here with the Four of Cups, it's a wonderful life, second class angel. again, I feel like they say that you might like a drama or you get bored of things easily because sometimes the Four of Cups is kind of like you're just bored with life or you're just bored with situations. So again, it's like maybe they're saying you like the drama, you like like the theater vibe, like what's next, that type of thing. So maybe they're saying that's what changed you too, because maybe you went through drama at a young age as a child, and it's kind of like they're saying like that's what you thrive on, is like the thrill of drama or chaos, or certain situations like that. Okay, we have the Three of Cups, water element again. So we have the Four of Cups and now the Three of Cups with Greece. It says, you're the one I want. Sexual exploitation, hardcore partying, self acceptance, collaborations, independence, adventure, celebration, friendship, freedom, and love. Okay, with the Three of Cups here, it's like partying, having a lot of friends, having a good time. Again, I'm getting like Gemini, Leo energy here with It's a Wonderful Life and Greece. So yeah, maybe people are saying like you've been down that road of like partying, having a good time, that type of thing. Okay, and then the next one we have is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So first card was the Four of Cups. Now we have the Four of Pentacles here in the reverse, and it is Mamma Mia. Okay, money, money, money. Long-term financial security, material possessions, money management, material value, stable career, conservation, security, scarcity, and frugal. It is in the reverse. It is the Four of Pentacles. So again, they're probably saying like you've partied hard and spent your money. You've partied hard, played hard, maybe worked hard too, worked hard for your money, but also spent your money. So maybe they're saying like, you're too frivolous with your money. Here there's the leather jacket right from Greece. So here with the leather jacket, so maybe they're saying like you buy expensive clothes or something like that. Like you like to live life. You like to have adventures. But again, I feel like they go back to your past and say, well, because they lived this type of childhood, they went through this is why they're like this now. This is why they're this way. Mamma mia. Money, money, money. Could have had issues with your mom too. Could have had mother issues here. Okay, so we have Four of Cups, Three of Cups, and Four of Pentacles in the reverse so far. Okay, what else do we have? What is the brew on you, pile two? What is the brew on you, pile two? And we have the Five of Pentacles. Are you kidding me? So we have Three and Four Cups here, and then over here we have Four and Five Pentacles. It's like everything's kind of like matchy matchy. Okay, so people maybe say that about you. You like to be matchy matchy. We have the Five of Pentacles with Les Miserables. Oh my gosh, this is a good one. Empty chairs at empty tables, temporary setbacks, adversity, and scandal. See, they're saying you go through scandals, adversity, hardship and struggle, financial hardships. Again, they're saying like you just spend your money and then you grow broke. Breakups and divorces, left out in the cold, loneliness and poverty. Wow. So they might also be talking about your past relationships. Maybe you were married and got divorced, and it left you um, with a lot of financial losses. Um, Empty chairs, empty tables. It kind of reminds me of like a high chair, like for children. So again, it's like maybe you grew up with divorced parents, right? Um, and they're saying like these situations again, it's kind of like it's what's made you who you are now. Breakups and divorce, left out in the cold, loneliness and poverty. So all these struggles, um they're saying is like why when you get money it's almost like you go through it like water too, is what I'm getting. Like they're saying you go through money like water, like it's any other business. But that's what I'm getting here, with this Four of Pentacles in the reverse and then the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they're definitely saying you let go of money quick, like you let it go. Okay. um this play Les Miserables, from what I remember, it is about like the like having a revolution, right? And it's like the father and the daughter. It's been so many years since I watched. There's a disconnect here too, though. So they're probably saying you're disconnected from family, from friends, from yourself. So these might be people that are in your family that are gossiping about you, that they're saying that you cut them off. Or these are people that know you and they say that you've cut off family, that you've cut off friends, like you've disconnected yourself from people from the past. Yeah, definitely from people from the past here with It's a Wonderful Life. Let me give one more, please. Here with the black leather jacket, it's making me look at this black stone here. So you definitely probably do protect your energy from like negative people and people like this that are gossipy. Because I definitely do feel like you have a lot of like judgment from gossipy people on you. Like they criticize everything about your life. You know, if like even down to what you wear. And here, like I said, I've got the feeling of like matchy matchy with your cards. They probably say, oh my gosh, pile two dresses matchy matchy with their dog, or pile two dresses matchy matchy with their partner, or dresses matchy matchy with their kids, whatever, you know. But I feel like they criticize like even down to your clothes, you know, everything. Which that gives me Libra vibes. Okay, so we have the Hierophant here, Taurus energy, angels in America. Okay, so we have conservatism and change, prophets and prophecies, people and principles. Okay, fantasy escape, upfront and vocal, progressivism and tragedy. Okay, so here with the angels in America and being the Hierophant, again, I feel like people judge you because they're saying like you don't, basically like they don't see you acting how they want you to act. So again, I feel like this could even be family that you've cut off, and they're saying, well, that's not what you do to family, you're supposed to stick with family. Or you know, people that know you, they're saying like that that you've changed and they don't like the change. It's almost like wanting you to fit a certain mold is what I'm getting, and that's not you, that's not who you are. Here we have you with the leather jacket over here with Greece. You're not about to be conservative over here with this Hierophant, right? You're not about to do that. And the last word here is tragedy. So again, it's like people are saying you've gone through some stuff that you shouldn't have gone through, and that's probably why you got like wild free spirit mentality is what they're saying, you know, instead of being more like how they want you to be. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more cards. Let's get from this deck here. And this is also my friend Raya's deck. So I have her decks in my description, the links of her shop. So if you want to go ahead and check them out, and then also use a 5% coupon that I have in the description so that you can get 5% off at your checkout. Okay. Too many cards. Okay. All right. So the first card we hear is 56 with past grievances, Libra, October 2nd through the 6th. Okay, let's see. 56, resentful, judgmental, ooh, unforgiving. This is what they're saying. Unforgiving. Repeating financial mistakes. Again, they're talking about how your money goes like water. Avoids confrontation, others holding things over you. Unresolved issues, things sparingly out of control. Yeah, again, they're saying it's almost like you thrive on that. And being treated unfairly, bad advice, and mistreatment. Okay, so yeah, so they definitely say that you like thrive on like that type of chaos energy. Okay, and then we have 22 here with hanging tough. And it is Aries, April 15th through the 19th. Okay, number 22. Willingness to let go, control. Time time of patience and reflection. Temporary pause, refusing to back down, potential transformation, waiting patiently, not letting go of a situation or dream they want to obtain. So yeah, I feel like people are saying like you need, because see how she's dressed? I think she's on the swing too. She looks like she's on the swing, and she's dressed kind of like a little bit skimpy, almost looks like a bathing suit, but it's not. So again, I feel like people judge you and they're saying kind of like you need to tone it down. It says temporary pause and reflection. It's like this is what people want you to do, and you know, but they're saying that you can't let go of the past. You can't like reflect and say, you know, like let's let it go, let's move forward, let's talk again. And you're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going back and forgiving these people. I'm not going back and acting the way they want me to act. You're just like, I'm not doing it. Okay, and then we have 36 breaking down to a 9 with radiance, Cancer energy, June 24th through June 28th. Okay, it says sharing wealth, knowing one's purpose and or worth, dreams coming true, toasting others, new love and friends, artistic flair. Yeah, definitely have an artistic flair. Like I said, you might even like theater or been in the theater, you're, you know, something, right? Artistic flair, good health, feeling confident, giving to others. A spotlight is on you. You definitely do have the spotlight on you, like I said. They talk about how you like to be in front, you know, upstage in front of the curtain and not behind it. So they're definitely saying like this is your energy. But again, I feel like they talk about you because in a way they want you more toned down, and you're like, nope, not gonna do it. See how she's sitting there with her sunglasses and her drink? She's like, not gonna do it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get you Some of these cards here. Let me get you 2 cards, please. She's sitting on this chair, which is making me think of this chair here with the Hierophant. No, the Five of Pentacles with Les Miserables. So her sitting here, I feel like people are almost wanting you to like take a seat, sit down, and you're like, nope, not gonna do it. I'm gonna keep standing up and doing what I do, you know. But again, I feel like they're so critical and judgmental of you. They want you to tone it down. Okay. We have television here, 54 breaking down to a 9. Are you putting off your perspective and just going with everyone else's? Yeah, and I feel like you are not. You're not you know, putting off your perspective. You're actually doing your own thing, what you think, and you're not going along with everybody else's. And that's what I'm saying. I think this is what they talk about. Like this is the problem to them that you're not falling in line like the rest of them. You're not dressing, you're not conforming, you're just you, you're who you are. And to them that's like chaotic. One more, please. One more. There it is. And we have 47 here with crystals. What in your life needs to be healed? Okay, so with the crystals, these are, I think, amethyst and rose quartz. So what in your life needs to be healed? And again, I feel like this is something that they're talking about, that they're saying that you need to heal and you need to tone it down, instead of maybe they're saying like you're just avoiding it. And that's why you seem to be kind of bored when things are nice and calm here, like with the Four of Cups. When things are nice and calm, it's almost like it's too much time for you to sit there and think, and you're like, I don't want to sit here and be at peace and think, so let me go get some chaos, let me create a stir in my life so I don't have to, you know, worry about the past or heal it. I can just focus on the current drama. So this is something that they're saying. They're like, you need to I mean, that's how they're seeing it, right? Again, it's their perspective, and they want you to go with along with their perspective here with the TV. You know, they want you to do that, but you're like, no, I'm turning off the TV, it's not even on. You're like, I'm turning off the TV and I'm doing what I want. Okay, let's go ahead and get 2 of these here. Okay, pile 2. What is the brew on you? Pile 2. What is the brew on you? Okay, we have gorilla, and one more, please. One more. What is the brew on you? Pile 2. One more. Oh, too many. There it is. And we have the lion. Ooh, okay, so we have gorilla 30 breaking down to a 3 with earth element. They fear you and spy on you because they see you as a threat. They will never be as good as you. Yeah, so again, I think they want you to like sit down here with these chairs here, right? She's sitting on this chair, and then we have the chair here in Les Miserables, 5 of Pentacles. It's like they want you to sit down and like not say anything because they do see you as a threat. Like, you know, it says they see you as a threat and they will never be as good as you are. So they definitely don't like it. They want you to be like them or be at like their level, because obviously they do see you at a, like at a higher level than them. You know, earth element. It's like they don't like that you shine. Okay, they don't like that you shine because it's like you have the stage. It's like you have the stage, the world is your stage, and they don't like that. They're like, can you go behind the curtain and just sit there? And you're like, no, I'm not doing that. And then we have the lion here. So we have the gorilla and we have the lion. 45 breaking down to a 9. Okay, 9 again with fire element, the lion. People are starstruck. Look at that. You're like celebrity status. You know, people are starstruck when you enter a room. You have charisma and know when to take the lead and when to be humble. Again, you definitely do take the spotlight, and that's what these people don't like. You definitely do take the spotlight, but it's not like you mean to. I feel like it's just your charm, your energy, the vibe that you definitely have, and they see you as a threat because of that. They don't like it. They see you as a threat. These could also be friends, honestly. These could also be friends that don't like that. It's almost like they want you to be basically like in that circle of friends, they want you to be like the same. They don't want you to be the one that stands out or gets the most attention, is what I'm getting here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get some of these cards here from this dream deck also. Look at this card. The prize, 61 breaking down to a 7. Look at that. The prize. You are the prize. And they're not liking that. Let me get two, please. What is the brew on you, pile two? What is the brew on you? Too many cards. Let me get two, please. Let me just get two. Okay. And we have the persona, number 6. Look at that, the persona and all the masks here. Again, I feel like people are judging you and saying, like, won't you just sit down? Why do you have to wear this mask? Because they say that you wear a mask. Again, like with the tarot deck here, right? It's mask. It's like people are saying that you're fake, that you're wearing a mask. They're like, why can't you just be yourself and just sit your ass down? But you're like, I am being myself, and I'm not the type to sit down, you know? So yeah, so definitely here with the persona, I do feel like they're saying you're just playing a part. It's just an image. 6 here could also be Gemini energy, the lovers, you know, and tarot. So um this could be people, yeah, a lot of people talking, you know, definitely Mercury energy. A lot of people talking about you. We have 6 masks here, could have 6 people. Like I said, some could be friends and some could be like family members or people that you've cut off. Let me see what it says on the back. Do you recognize yourself in the dream? Because this is a dream deck. In looking at another dream person, are you facing yourself? What character traits is the person showing? So, yeah, so it's like, again, they want you to look in the mirror and reflect and basically say, oh, this isn't me. Let me transform to who they say I am, who they want me to be, you know? Oh, okay. And we have 0 here. Wow. And this card 100. And we have the number 0, which kind of gives me the full energy, right? The full in tarot. So again, just having that confidence and faith that things are going to work out. The fool doesn't know where he's going, but he knows that wherever he's going to be okay. And that is the energy you have. And again, they don't like that about you. They want you to have a seat. They don't want you to keep going and having the faith that you have. They're like, you need to have a seat. Um, okay. Is the number a measurement of some sort? Is a feeling or emotion involved with the 0? So, you know, maybe they want you to feel like a 0. Maybe they want your emotion to be like at nothing, right? Or not feel confidence in yourself because they do see you as the gorilla. They see you as the threat, as the mighty gorilla. And the lion here that is just like radiates this Leo energy. You know, we know that Leos always have that shine too, right? That beautiful mane, right? So maybe you have a great head of hair too, because the gorilla right here also. So you might have a great head of hair that people talk about your hair being really beautiful, or they're jealous of your hair, you know? And they talk about your hair color, your hairstyle, because like I said, I feel like they criticize you down to everything. Down to everything. You are criticized. Okay, let me get one more. Ooh, too many. Oh, too many. Okay, what is this one? And we have the Earth 10 breaking down to a 1. Look at that. She looks like she's dancing and she's like a plant. So she's been planted. And again, I feel like this is what I'm saying about people. They're like, you need to sit your ass down. Like, why are you getting all this attention? Because look how beautiful she is, right? And she's just kind of covered a little bit with the leaves. And they're saying, like, you need to sit your ass down. You need to plant yourself. You're going too much, you know, all over the place. You're moving forward. And again, it's because you have that full energy and they don't like that. And what is this one? We have the hero, number 5, changes, choices, and challenges. So here we have the hero and we have the earth, you know? So it's like you're figuring out things. You're figuring out where you're going in life, what you want to do. You're being the hero of your own story and they don't like it. You know, they're like, don't you need some rescuing? Don't you need, you know, some sitting down and thinking about life and what's happened to you? Like, don't you need this? And don't you? And you're like, no, I'm doing things. I'm taking care of my life the way is best for me, the way it's suited best for me. All right, let me get you some of these cards. These are from the Loteria game, but I like to use them as oracle cards to get messages. So let's see. Pile 2, what is the brew on you? You do got some gossipy people in your life, pile 2. Too many cards. Pile 2, what is the brew on you? There's all these stars here, the moon and all these stars. Oh, it's on the floor. In this card. Oh, another one. And I feel again, it's like you shine like a star, and they don't like that. And she's like dancing, right? You might be good at dancing. Again, it almost looks like she's performing. So again, it's like they say you're fake or you're performing, but you just take the spotlight. Okay, so we have the way you talk too, spill and verbiage. So they're saying something about the way you talk too, like the way you come out with things. Maybe you're blunt. Sagittarius, right? Sagittarius energy. Okay, so we have valor and dignity here with the flag. Okay, so this also kind of like reminds me of like having pride and being confident. So maybe they again don't like your valor, says valor, dignity, your confidence. They don't like that. They could also judge you. Maybe maybe you're from like another country too. Maybe you're a different race, a different culture. I also feel like they judge you on that. 16 breaking down to a 7. 1 here, 8. They could you know, judge you for your race too, is what I'm getting. Mm. Yeah, because I'm getting like you shouldn't act like that. Like they're like you shouldn't act like that. Like, you know, a lot of judgment here. Okay, we have the Apache 38 with ancestors. Pile 1 also had this card. And then we have the devil here, the little devil, destructive and baneful. So yeah, they definitely say that you have this destructive energy about you. Baneful. Maybe they've also done baneful magic on you, or they say that you do baneful magic. So maybe you're witchy, right? Because we have ancestors here. So you probably have your ancestors protecting you, watching over you, and guiding you, or you work with your ancestors and they're like saying like you shouldn't do that, or again maybe it's not something you do in like your religion or your culture or something. Like you honestly get judged over everything, you know, you get judged over your lipstick color, you get judged like everything. And so here with this little devil being destructive here, number 2, they're also saying you could be destructive when, again, when it comes to like relationships or the people you surround yourself with. Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 3, this deck here with this little yellow crystal, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, associated it with water. So it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Okay, with you, pile 3, I'm getting heavy, like people spying on you, like heavy, heavy, you know, there's people spying on you. They want to know what you're up to, what's going on in your life, who are you with, who are you talking to. I feel like heavy spine energy. Okay. All right. Hmm. Let's go ahead and see what is the brew on you. Pile 3. Pile number 3. What is the brew on you? Besides having some nosies. What else besides these nosies? Okay. Pile 3. What is the brew on you? Here's something about pizza. Maybe you like pizza. Okay, we have the 2 of potted trees in the reverse, which is the 2 of pentacles. What does it say here? To-do list: prune the potted trees, and it's in the reverse. I also feel like maybe you're getting more time to yourself, and this again, how do they know, right? Because they're spying on you, because maybe they're on your social media and they're seeing that you have more time to yourself now, because we do have the 2 of potted trees in the reverse, and when it's in the upright, it's like you have so much going on that you don't even have time to breathe. But when it's in the reverse, it's like things are a little more slow, things are a little more relaxing, you're a little more chill, and you're able to do more things. You're able to have a balance in your life more. So I do see that they're like seeing that you might have more time. Maybe you're posting, right? Maybe you're online posting images of yourself or going out to the park or whatever. And they're saying like, oh, pile 3 has time to go to the park. Oh, pile 3 has time to go to the movies. Like, you know what I mean? So they're seeing that. We have the 6 of succulents in the reverse, which is the 6 of cups. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are people from the past that are spying on you. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Succulents. Oh, okay, that's the Queen of Cups, violent queen. This is violent. I said violent. It might be somebody violent. Shit. Violet Queen Succulus. Okay, so water energy here, okay. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you could have one of the water signs spying on you. I'm getting heavy cancer energy with these 3 cards. This could be an X too, is what I'm getting. Okay. And they're seeing that you, again, I feel like they're seeing that you have time to maybe hang out or do things. But it's almost like we have somebody obsessing over you. And like I said, I feel like this could be an X here, telling people that you have time to prune the trees and you have time to, you know, more downtime, more free time, as to where maybe before you didn't have a lot of time, or maybe you didn't have time for them. That might be another thing that's bothering them, because I feel like this person is bothered by you having some free time. But let's see what else. Okay, and we have the 7 of potted trees in the reverse. Okay, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So we do have water and earth heavy here. Water and earth. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you left this person or these people behind. This is from the past. So you have people talking about you, but these are people from the past. We have scissors here. So you could have cut this person off. You know, you could have cut them out, could have broken up with them, or if they were friends, family, whatever it is, you've cut them out. But they feel like they get their tea on you, they get their brew on you by looking at you online, maybe through like a hidden account or somebody else's account. You know, here with the Queen of Succulents, maybe even through their mama's account or something like that. I'm also hearing Thanksgiving, maybe Thanksgiving. Gosh, maybe they're talking about something that happened on Thanksgiving. Maybe an issue with you and them Thanksgiving, or maybe they're going to try to reach out to you Thanksgiving. But I'm hearing Thanksgiving, so something here with that. No, too many. Okay, and we have the nine of flowering plants, which is the nine of wands. Very interesting because I was looking at this queen of succulents, and it says the violet queen, and it's like a violet flower here. And I was looking at the violet, like thinking of that. And then we have this plant that came out, the flowering plant, and it's also a violet color. So this is something that maybe you know, this could also be the sixth chakra, which is the third eye, but it could also be them saying like this is a color you look good in. Okay, and to me this gives me Sagittarius energy. um this is a good color for Sagittarius, so maybe you're a Sagittarius or they're a Sagittarius, or they're saying you look good in this like violet purplish color, the nine of flowering plants. Yeah, so they're probably saying that you've gone through some things, maybe even health issues. Maybe they're saying that you've gone through or going through some type of health issues, and maybe that's why you're taking more downtime. Maybe that's why you're a little more relaxed, a little more chill, and not working so hard because they're like, oh, pile three is kind of going through some stuff right now, so they need a little more time to relax, a little more time for doctor's appointments or whatever. But it's almost like they see you as needing a little more time to yourself, because you've gone through a lot. Hmm. And this plant is just like one little skinny plant, so it's almost like they see that you've gone through a lot of things on your own. I am getting Sagittarius energy here with this card. Let me see what else we have. Oh, okay. And we have the King of Succulents, Agave. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. We have the King and the Queen. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like the person, I mean, you definitely have a lot of people talking about you, but I feel like the main person doing the most talking about you is somebody that is an ex. Somebody that is an ex. And they are bothered by like looking at you. It's almost like they look at you on social media or wherever they get their information from, and then they get mad. You know, it's like, so they get themselves mad. Okay, and then we have the Four of Succulents, which is the Four of Cups here. Very interesting. Um, this person or these people might say that you are drinking more. Again, maybe you're posting, you're out somewhere, you're drinking, socializing, and I feel like this is something bothering them. Like it's really getting under their skin. They might be saying that you are drinking more or you're hanging out more, having more time. Um, hmm. We have $4 here on these plants, but I was like hearing like $4 drinks. So maybe they seen you at the bar or something like that. And again, maybe that's why they're like, oh, pile three's drinking more now. Maybe they even saw you at the bar. I don't know. We have temperance here. Okay, it says fiddler leaves fig. So these are the fiddler leaves. Um, it's a little fig here, watering it again with this being temperance to Sagittarius energy. Again, I'm feeling, you know, Sagittarius here. Here with this again, I feel like they're saying that you're drinking. Like honestly, this is what they're saying. Maybe you're not, right? Or maybe you are, I don't know. But they're definitely like saying, oh, pile three is drinking more. Like they're just spending more time, you know, chilling and drinking is what they're saying. So a lot of water here. And speaking of water, here we have the Knight of Succulents. Look at that. Okay, this is the Knight of Cups with the Rose Succulent. With the Rose one, definitely love here. Or they claim they love you, right? They claim that they have love for you, but it's like you've separated, you moved on from each other, or at least you seem to have moved on. This person has not. And look, they're all prickly over this. Okay, we have the king of cacti, which is the king of swords here. Okay, with Saguro. So we have this person being all prickly by when they see your images. Again, I said it's like they make themselves mad. Like they know if they're going to look at your pictures or whatever you post, it's going to make them mad, and they still go ahead and do it. They're just making themselves mad, and then they talk about it to people. Okay, let's go ahead and get some cards. This is my friend Raya's deck. I have it linked. I have her shops linked in my description if you want to check out her decks. And if you want to make a purchase, I also have a 5% discount coupon so that you can use it at checkout. Okay, so let's see. What are people saying? You definitely got somebody in their feels. Definitely got them in their feels. And they're bothered by it. They're bothered by you just relaxing. This person or these people are bothered by you just chilling. Like they're all prickly about it. This person could also be a prick. They could be a prick. Okay. All right. And the first card we have here is restful. What did I tell you? It's like you're relaxing, you're resting more. We have Aquarius energy February 10th through the 14th, Valentine's Day. Look at that. Again, this could be an X here. Okay, number 9, the number of completion. Prioritizes self-care, peaceful, balance, calm, free from agitation. Think clearly, undisturbed, unhurried, centered, going with the flow, and takes time out to enjoy the small things in life. So this is what you're doing, and this is what's bothering this person. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we have achievement here with 83, the 10th house, enterprise. The 10th house is Capricorn's house. And like I said, we have a lot of water and earth. Okay. Achievement, career success and recognition in society, breaking generational trauma, respect and admiration from others, stable partnerships, mutual support in career and love, prioritizes commitment, power couple, boss, promotion, position of authority, and a seat at the table. This person might be upset that you might be with somebody else, or again, maybe they heard you're with somebody else, or they saw you post a picture with somebody else. This person is definitely very, very bothered here, and they don't like it. It says power couple, prioritizes commitment and love. This person didn't prioritize you. Like they made you second or put you to the side, and it's like you've moved on, you're relaxing, you're feeling a little better, maybe you had some health issues, so you're taking time off, and they're not liking it. Okay, we have 75 here with limited. Second house value. Second house is Taurus's house. Okay, it says limited. Efforts may be scattered. Reassess your goals. Investing in things not bearing fruit. Yeah, this was not bearing fruit. Stop investing in things that are wasting your time. A relationship is not worth your time and effort. So again, you saw this was a relationship that wasn't worth your time and effort. You've moved on, you've been healing, you've been, chilling, and maybe you found somebody else. Maybe you're hanging out with somebody else. Maybe it's a friend or whatever, but this person is like, oh, really? You moved on? Reconsider choices, stubborn mindset. This person's definitely like sticking, in your energy, because here I feel it's almost like an obsessive energy, the way they're thinking about you. Thinks they know better, and ego. Yeah, exactly. This person thinks they know better for you. And they're definitely talking about like whatever you're doing, your everyday life, whatever, here we have like garden tools. It's like these are just everyday things we do in life, and this person is like talking about it like you're doing it wrong, or they're just angry. It's gotten under their skin that you're, moving on. Um, hmm. Yeah, because if you moved on with somebody else, I feel like this person says you should have given it more time, like before moving on, and they don't like it. So they're talking to other people about this, because this canteen is like pouring water into the plant. So I feel like this is somebody just pouring their heart and soul out to other people. This is definitely a person that is like, the brew on you is like they're telling people like that you moved on and you shouldn't have done that, and you're out drinking and you're relaxing and all this stuff. That's like it's gotten under their skin. Okay, let me go ahead and get you some of these cards here for my dream discernment. Oh, wow. Okay, they did not want to shuffle in. That's interesting. There we go. Okay. And we have 23 breaking down to a 5 with robot. Are you feeling controlled and that Your feelings do not matter. Yeah, it's, robots to me are Aquarius energy, so you could be an Aquarius, or this person talking about you could be an Aquarius. But like I said, I feel like this is somebody that kind of pushed you off to the side, like your feelings didn't matter, you didn't matter, and it's like you're like, okay, well, if I don't matter, then I'm moving on. And because you did that, that's really bothering them, you know. So it's like, if this is somebody that likes control, that likes to be in control of people. So this is somebody that like controlling you, or they tried to, and because you just haven't like let yourself, or not anymore, they're angry about it. Ooh, okay, let me get two more, please. Two more. What's the brew on you? Pile 3. What's the brew on you? We have crystals. Pile number 2 also had this card. 47. Okay, breaks down to an 11, breaks down to a 2. Partnerships, okay? What in your life needs to be healed? Okay, so again, I feel like this person is saying that how could you move on if you like needed more time to heal from them, or give yourself more time, because they're probably like, you're not over me, you're not over me, why are you moving on, why are you chilling, why are you having drinks, why are you, you know, relaxing and gardening, like why, if you're not over me, like this person is saying you need to be healed, like you need more time to yourself, you need more time to be healed and not be in any partnerships. This person really does think that they control you still from a distance. They still think they're going to cause some type of shot. Oh, okay. And we have 74 here with feather. How are you connecting to the higher realms recently? So maybe you're giving yourself, again, I feel like with this time you're giving yourself to relax, to spend, you know, like low key chill, and maybe you are connecting, with the spirit realm, with your higher self, with your guides, your ancestors, your spirit animals, that type of a thing, you know. So I do feel like you are reflecting on where you've been and where you're going, you know. It's like you don't want things to be hard, like you feel like it was hard over here and you're not trying to have them be hard anymore. And this person's like, oh no, it has to be like how I said, or how it was, you know, how it was in the past. Okay, we have number 4 here with teeth. Are you looking after your physical and mental health? Look at that with teeth here. So with this card, it does, you know, say like about maybe being sick or having gone through an illness. And like I said, maybe you did go through some type of health issue that you were like struggling with, and again, you gave yourself maybe the time to recover. It gave the time to not be working so hard. This is like this card over here, this first card that came out was the two of potted trees. It's in the reverse. Like again, it's like you gave yourself a break from overdoing it, because it seems like you were overdoing it and gave yourself a break. And how this card says what in your life needs to be healed, you probably gave yourself that time to heal. And then here with the teeth, right? Are you looking after your physical and mental health? And that's something that you've been doing. But again, I feel like this is something people are talking about. Maybe they're talking about how you're healing, you're in the healing process. And this person is also talking about it because, like I said, I feel like they're pouring their heart out, their heart and soul out to everybody and their mama that'll listen to them. And they're saying they don't like it. Like they're saying, oh no, pile 3, you shouldn't have done it like that, or they should have, you know, done it this way, or not been out with these people, or whatever. It's like they want some type of control over you, over how you've been doing things. Okay, let me go ahead and get you from this dream deck here. Look, playing cards, 65. We have the King of Spades here. This person definitely talks about you. And again, it's almost like they want control of what you do. They want you to be their robot. Okay, and we have the sun. Look at that. Leo energy 15 breaking down to a 6. 6 in tarot, the lovers, Gemini energy. So again, I feel like this is a love relationship. This person is definitely watching you, and whatever they see, they go and talk about it. Like let's say today you posted you went to the gym and worked out. They're gonna go and talk to everybody and their mama about how you were posting that you were at the gym and you were working out. You know what I mean? Like this is definitely that type of thing. They're like, whatever your daily routine is, whatever you're doing in your daily, they are like checking in and talking to everyone else about it. Okay. And we have drowning here, 29. Okay. Breaking down 2011, breaking down to a 2. Don't we have 29 here somewhere? Didn't we have 29 here? I thought I saw 29 here somewhere. Anyways, drowning here. So this person might, yeah. So maybe this person is saying that you were drowning at one time, because again, with this card, it's like it was like too much. You were overwhelmed. And then here, with this 9 here, with the 9 of flowering plants, again, you were drowning. You were like, I can't do this anymore. I'm overwhelmed. I'm tired. I need a break. I'm drowning in things, right? Drowning. And this is all emotion here. And you did pick water element. So you could have been drowning in emotions, with the needing to be healed. Maybe you had health issues, mental issues, whatever this was. And yeah, you were definitely drowning with things. And it's almost like this person wants to continue to see this, or they want you to heal, right? Because we have healing here. They want you to heal in the way that they want, they want the narrative to be like, they want control. 29 breaks down to an 11, breaks down to a 2 again. Yeah, this is somebody talking about you drowning. Like, I just heard drowning your sorrows. So yeah, like how, like I said, they're probably talking about how, like, oh, you're drinking a lot. They're saying you're drowning your sorrow. So, again, it's like they're trying to say, like, oh, you're overdoing it. Okay, we have 4 here with 94. Okay, it is the number of stability. And we did have 4 here. Where was it? Yeah, 4 here. Where is it? Oh, 4 here. I'm like, where's that 4 at? Okay, we have 4 here with teeth. Are you looking after your physical and mental health? And we have the number 4 here showing up again, which is the number of stability. This person might be saying that you're not stable. Whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, they're like saying you're not stable. That is the number of stability. Okay, we do have number 83 here. Okay, breaks down to the number 2 again, the purse or bag. So they're talking about like you not having the bag or not having the purse anymore, because again, it was like maybe you were working 2 jobs, maybe you were, working overtime, maybe it was just like too much to where now you've given yourself a break. So maybe you are making less. Maybe you are making less now because you're making more time to yourself for yourself. This is like a doctor's bag here. This is like a woven basket, like, and then here we have almost like a bowling bag. So again, it's like taking the time, right? With a bowling bag, kind of taking the time to just have fun. And then we have this woven basket here, which is like connecting with yourself, connecting with your ancestors, your spirit guide. And then we do have the doctor bag here again, maybe checking in with your physical, mental, emotional health. So connecting with yourself in all these ways. So maybe they're saying, yeah, pile 3 doesn't have money like that no more. Well, it's okay, because you have health in other ways. You have abundance in other ways, right? You might not have the abundance so much in the bag, but you have abundance in other ways now that you didn't before. But this person is saying, oh, well, pile 3 doesn't have the bag anymore. They don't have it like that anymore. Let me get one more. Let me get one more. It's too many, too many. But I think it was like the wise man, like meditation. So yeah, maybe you're just more time to yourself, more low key. And we have the shadow. Look at that. Okay, so here she is walking away, and there's the shadow, but her shadow has horns. Okay, and then we do have the little devil and the ghost here. So this is somebody that you walked away from, and they feel like you ghosted them, or you left them, or like you moved on. And then here with the little devil here, and your shadow having horns. So again, this person's feeling like you're doing things that aren't good for you. They feel like, oh no, well, if you're going to heal, then heal, lay in bed and not go out or not hang out. So it's like they want you to do things the way they want you to. Okay, is the shadowy figure frightening or helpful? Are you trying to escape from the shadowy person or creature? Is there any hint of devil or spirit in the dream? This is a dream deck. So yeah, so here with this, are you trying to escape the shadowy person? And they're saying the shadowy person is you. So again, when I heard drinking your sorrows here with the drowning, you're trying to drown your sorrows, you're drinking your sorrows. This person or people are saying that you're trying to escape your problems. You're trying to like, drink your problems away, or do them, like not pay attention in another way. Okay, let me get you 3 of these cards here. These are from the Loteria game, but I like using them as oracle. So let's see. Let's get you 3. Let's get you 3. Pile 3. What is the brew on you? Pile 3. And then look, more water here. We have the fish with abundance. It's 50, breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges with abundance. Yeah, so again, you're being abundant in other ways, right? Maybe not in the coin anymore, because you had to put a coin down, because that was your first card, the 2 coins, and it's in the reverse, so you put one of the coins down. But you have abundance, like I said, in other ways, in health and connection with yourself, your guides, your ancestors, and then also like having some free time, having some playful time, having some downtime. So there is abundance here for you. Pisces energy. You could also have more money coming in too. So, this person or these people are probably saying, well, you're not working as much anymore. So maybe you don't have as much money, but maybe you are, maybe you are getting money, from from a lawsuit or lottery or whatever it is, you know, here's abundance here for you showing up. It's a lot of water here with the drowning, right? And then the fish. It's a lot of water here, a lot of emotion. So again, I feel like this person talks with a lot of emotion. A lot of it is anger. A lot of it's anger, though. We have the tree number 10 breaking down to the number 1. It says lineage. Yeah, so your ancestors here. Again, I do feel like you are connecting. Like you're spiritually grounding. You know, the tree is for grounding, connecting that energy with yourself, centering, and connecting with your guides and your ancestors. And that is what you are doing here. And then we have 41 breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. Again, with the fish also breaking down to the number 5, it's the rose for love. Okay, so you are finding love within yourself and maybe with somebody else. And like I said, this is something really getting under getting under their skin, or other people, you know, they're all prickly about it, got their panties all up in a bunch over it, but whatever. You know. All right, that's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for those of you who chose pile number 4, this deck here, Christmas themed deck with the selenite, I always like to associate the piles with an element. And so for this pile, I've associated it with fire. So you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Speaking of fire, right? Right now it's like I burned my finger lighting the Palo Santo. So I do feel like a very fiery energy here, almost like conflict though. I feel conflict. I feel like this could have been like friends too. I feel like this is like friends or ex-friends energy that are like, you know, spilling the brew on you, right? I feel like these are ex-friends talking about you, or an ex-friend. You know, and this is somebody that I feel like maybe you even spent like Christmas with, you know, since we do have the Christmas theme deck, like maybe somebody that you bought Christmas gifts for. I'm also getting like coffee, like Starbucks, or, you know, and we are spilling the brew on you, right? So I also feel like Starbucks, it was a thing maybe for you and this person, or this person like Starbucks, or you like Starbucks, but I also feel like coffee. I feel like holidays, presents, birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, something like that with this person. Like that was the energy. And now it's like a fiery, you know, conflict energy. And like I said, I burned my finger right now lighting the Palo Santo, and the Palo Santo is to clear negative energy. So I feel like, you know, me lighting it and burning my finger, it's like you've cleared that energy, or try to, but it seems like this person or these people are still like in your energy, you know, trying to burn you. Okay, the Fool in the reverse. Look at that, the gingerbread man. Mm, okay, Page of Cups, and she's opening a present. So yeah. Okay, this could be somebody younger than you, or just somebody young, or somebody that you've known since you were young. This could also be a sibling. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, in the reverse though. So again, this is somebody that maybe at one time you had love for, and now there's no love there no more. Like the love is gone. Okay, we have Hermit. Okay, Christmas thoughts. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy, and we have Justice, Libra energy. Wow, first 2 cards are major arcana. So we have the little doggy here. Look how cute he is. Oh my goodness. And he has the naughty or nice list, and nice is checked off. Okay. So he's so cute. So here with the Hermit and the Justice card, I'm actually feeling like this person, in a way, they miss you. They judge you. They have these conflictive feelings about you. You know, it's almost like a love hate type of thing that I'm feeling here with this person or these people, however many they are. I feel like conflictive feelings, energies, and like a love hate. Okay. We have the 5 of Wands. Speaking of conflicts, right? They're having a snowball fight. Look at that. Yeah, this is somebody that is probably petty. Okay. We have petty here. I'm feeling like somebody that involved your ex, or got involved with your ex, or I'm getting like somebody that involved somebody else that they shouldn't have involved in this. Like it's weird. This is definitely a petty person that has conflict with you, or had conflict with you. But again, this is somebody that at one time you gave presents to, a birthday present, you had Starbucks, coffee, whatever the coffee was, you know. Hmm. Fire energy with the 5 of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have air with Justice, and earth with the Hermit, Virgo. Ooh, okay. And we have the Knight of Cups showing up again. Like I said, I saw him when I was shuffling. And then here we have him showing up, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, again, I'm feeling conflictive feelings here. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Somebody feeling conflictive about you. It's like they have a love-hate, but maybe also they love to hate you, or something like that. But yeah, this person does a lot of back and forth with how they feel and how they talk about you. Like they might reminisce and have a nice memory about you, and then talk to people about like, oh, it was nice that pile four gave me a birthday present of blah blah blah. But then later they're like, pile four, screw them. Like, you know what I mean? So there's something here. Hmm. And there's that Page of Cups showing up again. Look, opening a present again. You might have given this person a present, birthday present, Christmas present. Here with Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, water energy here. This person definitely gets really like wrapped in their emotions to where almost like they can't see, like almost like when they see red and the light switch is on, they can't switch it off right away. Like, but at the same time, this is a person that does switch their emotions like that, especially when it comes to you. Very interesting. But here with this Five of Wands here, I do feel like people talk about you for sure. There's a couple people here, and it's right in the middle of these two and these two. It's right down the middle. So I also feel, again, like people talk about you, and sometimes they say positive things about you, and then later they're like tearing you down. So it's like right down the middle too with what they say about you or how they view you. It's like right down the middle. I guess it depends on what day and what time you catch them, right? On what they're going to say. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This is normally Virgo energy, but it could also be Capricorn, Taurus, and it's right underneath the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. So we have a lot of Virgo energy here. Them saying something about you being selfish or only thinking about yourself or doing something for yourself or spending money on yourself. So maybe this is like, you know, they're mad about this. Maybe you spent money on them, bought them things, bought them a coffee, bought them a gift, whatever it was. But now it's like they want to say, oh, you're selfish. You know, pile four is a selfish person. They're not nice. You know, they're not on the nice list. We have the Six of Cups. But taking pictures here, you took pictures with this person. Like I said, you have like a history here with this person or these people, because it could be multiple people here with the Five of Wands. You know, you could have taken pictures with them and spent holidays and birthdays and whatever. But also with the taking pictures here, I feel like this is somebody that looks at your pictures. They look at your pictures here, and it's right underneath the Justice. They look at your pictures to see what you have going on, like to see where your life is at right now. Is it positive? Is it negative? What's going on with you? Okay. And we have the Magician in the reverse, Gemini energy. And we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, Aries, Leo, Sag underneath the Knight of Cups. Yeah, again, I feel like people get hot and cold about you with the Magician here in the reverse. I also feel like somebody, it could be this one person here, this one close friend, or, but again, you have multiple people here. But I feel like somebody almost like speaks negative on you to see what will happen here, to see if you will have a negative outcome. You know what I mean? It's not nice. It's really not nice. It's very like almost wishing that for you. They speak it, they say it, and almost like wishing it on you. And we do have Santa Claus here. Look, he's blowing, you know, that magic dust or whatever to make those wishes come true, right? And it's in the reverse. So again, I feel like this is somebody kind of wishing negative things for you. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, right underneath the Knight of Cups. Again, I feel like this is involving an ex also, or this person took your ex, or they say you took their ex or something like that. But I do feel like there's also conflict with jealousy over a relationship, or maybe you started a new relationship and they felt jealous, or something here about a relationship, and almost being like a third wheel or being in the middle, because again it's like the middle, coming down in the middle. Also being cool at one time and not anymore now, because we go from water to fire. So it's like the water, those cool emotions, nice snowman here, and then we go into the Knight of Wands in the reverse down here. This could be somebody or people that you've known a long time. So like I said, you know, maybe you spend holidays with them and stuff like that, birthday celebrations. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Oh, wow, they're also saying that you're lazy, that you're not doing anything, because again, I do feel like they're watching to see what's kind of like going on with you in your daily life. And because they are speaking negatively about you, or like these wishes, intentions, you could say, they're wishing negative intentions. They do want those things to happen. And maybe they have seen some things. Honestly, I feel like they got some type of joy seeing negative things happen to you. So maybe you have had problems. With like work or finding work or just your daily things, right? But I do feel like you have had problems. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel that. And I also feel like they've gotten some joy out of it. Hmm. So maybe you've posted something like, you know, maybe online you posted you're going through a difficult time and you feel sad. You know, with the Hermit over here is the first card, maybe you're feeling lonely. You know, it's the holidays, or it's holidays are coming and you're just kind of sad or lonely or thinking, contemplating, something like that. And that's giving them joy to hear that. So I would definitely not post anything, where I'm feeling like sad or lonely. I would probably post like, this is great, I'm having a great day or great week, whatever, you know what I mean? Also speak those positive intentions for yourself. If we have people here down the middle, speaking negative intentions towards you, well, let's go ahead and speak positive things for ourselves. That way we remove whatever those negative things are coming. We are able to block them because we're sending out for ourselves positive, intentions here. What do we have on the bottom? Look at that, the Five of Cups, and it's a broken Christmas ornament. Yeah, this is broken. This is like, it's done. This is a relationship, friendship, whatever the situation that is, it's broken. You can't fix this ornament anymore. You can't glue it or anything, right? It's broken. It has to go in the trash. The Five of Cups. So we do have grief and sadness here. Like I said, if you've posted something about being sad or being lonely over here, this person has got a pretty good kick out of it, which I don't like, right? But they've got a kick out of it. Like, oh, okay, yeah, pile four is going through it. But then again, like I said, it's like later on, they think about the nice moments. They get the warm fuzzies once in a while here with this Knight of Cups, this little girl with the building the snowman. It's almost like they get the nice warm fuzzies about those nice moments when they think about them here with the Six of Cups, but then they think about like now and what the situation with you is now, and they start to hate on that. Okay, let me go ahead and get you some of these cards from my friend Raya's Cosmic Star deck. I do have her shops linked in my description if you want to check her decks out. I also have a 5% coupon in the description if you do want to purchase any of her any of her checks, any of her decks, and then that way you can get a discounted checkout. Okay. All right, let's get 3 cards on what is the brew on you. Wow, that card flew out right away. We'll look at that right now. What is the brew on you, pile 4? What is the brew on you, pile 4? Okay, that one once again out. We have the Dream Team, Troubled Coalition. We have 3 here, like 3 friends, but it's in the reverse. Oh, okay, and this one? Wow, it came out in the reverse too. Okay. All right, so the first one is card number 1. Okay. It says dim, not seen clearly, unable to see the truth, in denial, exactly. Unfocused, jealous of other people's success. Like I said, when you are having these difficult times, these situations, they're getting some kind of kick out of it. Look, she's looking in the present and she looks very pleased. She looks very pleased with herself. And that's what I feel here. Okay. Jealous of other people's success, focusing on less important things, deceitful, only sees ahead and not what's right in front of them. Okay. And this is what they say about you, though, but I feel like this is the energy here. And she has the light, but it's in the reverse, so that's why it says dim. Like this person wants things to be dim for you. They don't want you to have light. They don't want you to have good, positive things. They don't want you to have this clarity. And what card was this though? It's Capricorn, okay? And it's January 1st through January 5th. So that is Capricorn. Okay, the next card is 76. Troubled Coalition. It's third house, which it says sharing. It is Gemini's house, okay? It is ruled by Mercury. So we have someone will try to betray you, okay? Lack of harmony within the team, not listening or valuing one's ideas or views. Again, here with this Five of Wands in the middle, I do feel like that's this energy of not harmony within the team. Very petty. Sometimes they talk good about you, sometimes they talk bad about you. But we do have a main person over here that gets a pretty good kick out of, seeing you suffer. Okay, back to the drawing board and renegotiate ideas, resources, or deadlines, cutting ties, going at it alone. Yeah, and again, you might say or feel like you go at it alone because here with the Hermit being the first card, this person probably knows that you maybe feel lonely at times, or you've mentioned you feel lonely at times, and they're really thriving on that. Like they're loving that. So, like I said, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't tell anybody. Going at it alone, fed up, opposite opinions affecting dynamic and disagreements. Exactly. Like I said, with this Five of Wands here in the middle, these opposite opinions, these people that 1 minute they're singing your praises, and then the next minute they're saying, what a horrible, bad person you are. Okay, and then this third card here is 13, breaking down to a 4 with Pisces, March 1st through March 5th, exhaustion. Okay, running low on energy, need for rest before burnout, giving your time and energy to things that are stressful. Social media detox, definitely social media, because I do feel like this is where these people are getting their information on you. Social media detox, need for weekend escape, feeling restless. Yeah, maybe just needing a break, needing some downtime. Here, like these are the little winter slippers, and they got their feet up, their feet are kicked up, and they're just resting. So you might need to do that. Um, Feeling restless, stagnation, being used at work due to strong work ethics. Okay, and taken for granted. So yeah, you might have been taken for granted. Like I said, this person you could have given gifts to, you could have spent time, shared your lunch with them, whatever it was, and you got taken for granted. So it's like they didn't value you, they didn't appreciate you, and then they want to make you look bad by being petty and nitpicking at all these little things that they want to talk to other people about. Let's get you. Let's get you 3 of these animal cards. Okay, pile 4. What's the brew on you? Pile 4. What is the brew on you? We have the skunk. Okay, that is Pisces energy, and Pisces was the last card here for exhaustion. Okay, so 2 more, please. And we have the gorilla. Okay, I think pile 2 had that card too. The gorilla. Okay, pile 2 is Earth. All right. And it is the hawk. Okay, so your first card here is skunk 66. Okay, fire element, but like I said, skunk is also Pisces. Someone is trying to box you in a corner and it's giving you anxiety. They underestimate that when you are pushed you will come out swinging on their ass. So exactly, so this is somebody that probably pushed you into a corner, that maybe started to take you for granted and like bully you or expect you to do things for them, right? We know that the skunk doesn't want to spray you. He doesn't go around spraying all willy-nilly. He's not all trigger happy to spray. He sprays only when he feels threatened, only when it's like necessary to spray you, he's going to spray you. So I feel like this is your energy here with the skunk. It's like maybe you did have to spray this person or these people here in the middle because they were talking about you. They backed you into in a corner where you were like, okay, I'm gonna defend myself. Like I don't have to take this. These so-called friends, right? We have 30 breaking down to a 3 with gorilla. I do feel like these are definitely friendships you moved from. Look, 30 breaking down to a 3 with gorilla, and then we have the hawk with 33. So 333, and then the skunk is 66. Okay, so definitely moving on from these friendships. Okay, gorilla, earth element. They fear you and spy on you because they see you as a threat. Okay, yes, they do. They will never be as good as you are. So this is exactly something that they know, that they feel, especially this person over here, this person that you share your Starbucks with. They definitely know that you're better than them and they hate it, so they feel threatened by it. They definitely do spy on you. Here's the gorilla saying we have these people, earth element, that spy on you, or maybe your earth element, right? Because your first card was the hermit. And then we have 33 here with hawk, water element. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It says your spiritual team is watching the haters watch you. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. They are protecting you from them. So your spiritual team, your spirit animals are also, protecting you because they're watching the haters watch you. Like I said, you are definitely being spied on. Here with the gorilla and the hawk, you're definitely being spied on. So here with the skunk, definitely protect your energy. Again, do that detox, social media detox, where maybe you're not posting pictures or information or anything that gives away any kind of troubles that you might be having, because we do have the Ace of Wands here in the reverse. There might be some troubles, right? Things not working out the way you thought they would. That's okay. But you don't have to maybe share with people, or that it'll get to them. Like, you don't want it to get to these people. So it's kind of like, don't put it out in the way that it's going to get to them. Don't let them find out. It's like, I just heard, don't let them see you sweat. Exactly. Thank you. So yeah, don't let them see you sweat. Don't let them know that you're sweating things, because definitely somebody's like that. This is a present to them. This is definitely a present to them, and they're getting a kick out of you sweating these situations. So don't give them this gift. You've given them enough stuff already. Enough time, energy, money, gifts, love, whatever. You've given them enough. Don't give them any more. Okay, let's go ahead and get from this deck here, my dream discernment deck. Wow. Okay, pile 4. Pile 4. What is the brew on you, pile 4? We have 2. Okay, one more. What is the brew on you? Okay, there it is. And the first one is 81, breaking down to a 9 with couch. Okay. Was something that was supposed to be comfortable turned apprehensive real quick. Exactly. Here you could be on the couch chilling, relaxing, having a good time, but somehow it turned apprehensive, right? It turned out to be bad. 81 breaking down to a 9, it's come to an end. So what was nice and comfortable, the friendship at one time, it turned apprehensive. And again, it's like now we're at war. We were at friends and now we're enemies. So something that was good turned bad. And we have 29, breaking down 2011, breaking down to a 2 with backpack. Are you carrying the past with you? So yeah, so maybe you bring it up, maybe you mention it, maybe you post about it. I don't know, but again, don't put anything out there that these people can find out about. And also this person mainly, but these people too here in the middle that are sometimes good about you, and sometimes they're not so good about you. They again probably just say a lot of things about you. So here with carrying the past, like you're not in their energy, but they're still constantly discussing you and your energy. Okay. And the last card here is 82, breaking down to a 10, breaking down to a 1 with drunk. Do you feel careless about not addressing a problem? Okay, with drunk here. So maybe these people are saying that you are drinking or you're drinking too much. I was getting the feeling of kind of like pile three. And in pile three, they were saying that this pile three is drinking too much. And then now this card pops up, and now that's really giving me pile three vibes for sure. So maybe you might need to go and watch pile three. If not, it's okay. But yeah, so do you feel careless about not addressing a problem? It also kind of gives me the skunk energy too, with like you didn't want to be backed and pushed into that corner, right? You didn't want to be backed and pushed into that corner, so you weren't saying anything. You knew they were talking about you or stabbing you in the back or whatever was going on, and you're like, I'm just leaving it alone. I'm just moving on. I'm not saying nothing. But it's like you've been pushed and pushed to confront it. So it's like maybe you're feeling bad about confronting it, or maybe you're feeling bad that you haven't confronted it and you just walked away. But here it's like these people are maybe saying that, oh, you're drinking too much, or you're whatever, like you're being careless about your life. Okay, let me go ahead and get you some of these dream cards here. Okay. Pile 4. What is the brew on you? Pile 4. What is this? 0. Okay, one card 100 reminds me of the full energy, and this is like them wanting you to feel like nothing, wanting you to feel like you can't move forward, because again we do have the Ace of Wands here, where they're seeing that maybe you've had like difficulty in succeeding at something, or something happening, or something going through that you were like hoping on, and they're seeing the difficulties with that. So I feel like this is like the energy they want you to have, but I also feel like it's the full energy for you. Again, pile 3 had this, where you need to just have faith and keep going. It's too many. We have the number 6 and we have the number 7. So these numbers could be of significance to you too. Okay, the number 6, moving on, and the number 7, planting those seeds on where you're moving on. So it's like starting new friendships, new everything, right? New situations here, and it's like you want to be done with the past with these people, but again, they're still very much focused on your energy. We have the mouth. Look at that, 53 breaking out to an 8. Yep, that mouth is running, and we have 3 people here. We have 3 mouths here, and then we'll this one, so like 4. But we definitely do have people running their mouth on you. Okay. And we have the eye. Oh my gosh, 50 breaking down to a 5, changes, choices, and challenges. You're being spied on and talked about. You have the eye and the mouth. Number 50 and number 53. You have the eye. They're watching you and talking about you. And then we have number 22 with the maze here. Yeah, definitely the connections are gone, but they still keep tabs on you, because it's like they have you in this maze here, to where you're disconnected. It's not all connecting, right? All in one place. So it's like you're definitely disconnected. You're at a distance from them, but they're still keeping you in that energy, in that maze. So 22. Yep. This is connections. These are people here, definitely. Could be 3, 4 people here. 5 people. We do have the 5 of Wands. Could be 5 people. Um, oh my gosh. All right, let me go ahead and get you some of these cards. These are from the Loteria deck, playing the game or whatever. I like using these cards as oracle. So let's go ahead and get you 3. Okay, pile 4. What is the brew on you? What is the brew on you, pile 4? And we have the crossbows. You could be at a crossroads here. 31 breaking down to a 4. Stability, yeah, because like I said, and you pick pile number 4, and this breaks down to number 4. You're at a crossroads, because like I said, I feel like you're moving on. You're starting new. You're starting a new job. You're starting new friendships. You're starting like just new. And then we have here the gentleman. It says dapper and charming. So people are saying that you're very put together. Maybe you dress really nice. You're very charming too. Again, I feel like people say good one day and then negative another day. But when they do say good, they do like how you dress. You dress very dapper, very Libra energy. Gives me Libra vibes. So does these two arrows. I'm like, what is it? The 2 arrows here with the crossroads kind of gives me the 2 of Swords energy. We know that the 2 of Swords is Libra energy. So I definitely do get Libra energy from these 2 cards. You're somebody that dresses well. You're very charming. Um, you know, so these are the positive things that they do say about you. They like your style. You probably do. You're probably able to get friends easily. which again, this person doesn't like over here. You're probably somebody that's able to get friends easily, but not all friends are real friends. You know what I mean? So, okay, and one more, please. Oh, and look at that. So we have the lady with feminine energy number 3. Okay, so again, these are people that are friends that do say you have like this feminine energy, and you don't have to be a female to have feminine energy. It's just you're somebody very, you're probably very giving. And again, like I said, I feel like maybe you give gifts a lot. Maybe that is your love language. You give gifts. She has flowers here. She has her purse. And she has flowers here. So you do give people their flowers. You do give people their props. You probably say, "Oh, I like those shoes you have on today," or "Good job on that project," or you know what I mean? You definitely do give people their props, and that's not something a lot of people do. People hold that in because they don't want to make somebody else feel good, because maybe inside they know they're not good enough. And again, here with the gorilla, right? With somebody like feeling like they're not as good as you. So of course they're not going to tell you you're doing a good job. They're going to keep that to themselves. They're going to be angry that you're doing a good job. But then there are these people that that know you do a good job, and that also they like that you tell them they do a good job. Like they like that you give props, and they give you props for for giving props. Okay, they give you your flowers here. But here I do definitely get very stylish. Look how she looks so put together. And again, here with being dapper and charming, I do feel like people definitely like your style. They like your clothes, very put together. You probably look very, very money, right? Yeah, I definitely get that people like your clothes. They like your style. They like your look, whatever that look might be. They like it. It stands out from everybody else's look. And again, I feel like these are friends saying that about you. They like your style. Okay, well, that's all I have for you, Pile 4. I hope this message resonates, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.